So I just finished doing my hair with the T3 AireLuxe, and let me tell you, it is so shiny. It is so not frizzy. And for me, whenever I like do my hair, I always want to like lower the settings so it's not like quite as intense on my hair. You can lower the heat, you can lower the air, so it's like exactly the way you want it to be. So that way when I'm like drying it out, it doesn't get tangled and look like an absolute mess when it's supposed to look good. And then one of my favorite features actually is like, so I did like a little bob at the end and I really wanted to like lock in that little curl. So they have like a cold blast button and that like cools the hair, locks it in place so it actually stays all day, which I think is amazing because the amount of times I've done my hair for an hour and it falls out like the second I'm done doing it is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do this look right now. So for this hairstyle, the first thing I do is clip back most of my hair, honestly, because I cannot handle trying to style all of it at once. And then once I do that, I go in and select my heat and power settings on the hairdryer. I personally cannot handle super hot hair that's super intense because then you get those like flyaway frizzy things that makes you look like you have a bunch of breakage. So for me, this is honestly kind of perfect because you can pick whatever temperature you want and whatever airspeed you want. So I set both the temperature and the airspeed to the second highest. So that way it was hot enough to get my hair dry, but not so hot that it's like blowing my hair everywhere, getting knotted and making a bunch of flyaways. I really wanted to get that classic 90s like glossy shiny hair. So I just work slowly, layer by layer. I start at the top of the hair, blow dry it all the way down. And then this T3 round brush is really perfect to lock in that inward curl. Also, the reason I section my hair so much is because I really don't want the wet parts and the dry parts to touch because that can mess up the work I just did on the dry hair. So I work my way up my head, and if I'm being fully honest, I put a lot more time into the top of my hair than the bottom of my hair. I am not a perfect person, but I think she looks great. Minimal flyaways, and my favorite part of this hairdryer is that once you're done like styling your hair, you can go in with the cool shock button, which basically is just a blast of cold air that locks your hairstyle in place. Like, I can't believe I haven't done this before. It makes it stay so much longer. And I just give her a little bounce, little zhuzh, and I think she looks cute.